getting hungry.
Actually, yeah, I'm actually really hungry.
Do you have anything in particular?
Or
just food?
Food.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're up in the fast food district.
Oh, okay, good. All right. What is your stomach saying?
I don't care. Just pick one.
All right. Okay, let's go there.
All right.
Oh, they're closed. All right, moving on.
Moving on.
All right, let's try MCD.
All right.
Okay, they're also closed. What the fuck?
And the Waffle House is on the other side of town.
No. We ain't doing that. It's getting late. All right. What about
It's Sunday, so Chick-fil-A is off.
How'd you know what I was gonna say? Anyways.
I know you.
Yes, you know me. All right. Subways.
Sure.
All right. Fuck, they're closed too.
I don't know. At this rate, just pick something. Like, just instinct. Pick something.
All right. That one.
Right. Oh.
Closed. Fuck. That one. Closed. What the fuck?
Dude, chill, man. You're gonna mess up our brakes.
Listen, I'm very hangry, okay?
Well, just turn at some point.
Fine!
Hello everyone, I am King Crescent from the future. I have not much time, only because that someone's chasing after me. I don't know who, but I have to warn you that the next couple of videos of Crescent and Cross may not be the best of quality on the camera, but don't worry, I promise you, like, the next couple of videos, or at least the next set of videos, will actually be of the better quality. I promise you. I ask of you, please, give us patience, give us time. We will actually better hone our skills. With that being said, this is King Crescent, signing off. Wait. King Crescent of the past? What are you doing here? Why do you have an RPG? No.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Crescent Cross podcast. I am your host today, the critical, conniving Cameron Cross, and with me today is my usual host, King Crescent.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well, man.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has been.
Yeah, the audience isn't going to know, but we had a very accidental long break between the last recording session.
Yeah.
Life just happened to us, especially me.
Yeah, and also a little bit of me, too, as well. Actually, do you want to start off with small talk, or should I start off with small talk?
That depends. How small is it going to be? Because you know my shit ain't small, that's for sure.
Okay, so then I'll go then. I need to get a PC, because my laptop was not even, it didn't have enough strength.
It was going to die.
It was going to die out on me. So, got me a PC built, and it is very lovely. And editing is getting smoother and smoother by the minute. And if you want, I can actually I will post a picture of what the PC looks like. It was a beauty. And yeah, that's been it. And that's actually been it. Yeah, I just need to get a new PC.
Me, I've been working on solo YouTube stuff, where I talk about music, and eventually I'll start a channel where I start talking about films. And then
Check it out.
And then my sister was in the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into details, but man, the whole process was rage-inducing.
In the forms of what happened in the most stupid way possible.
Yeah. So my sister wasn't feeling well, and she was driving outside Kingsville near Corpus, so my aunt had to pick her up. And then she was in Houston, and then she got sick again. Turned out she was having a gallbladder problem.
Thanks.
And then, so she had to go to the emergency room, but because she was a walk-in, she was not prioritized, because I had other people scheduled. So my mom was there to be with her, but for she had to go to surgery, and it kept getting delayed. She had to wait a whole day for an MRI scan to see what's specifically going on.
Right.
And then she had to wait. After that, she had to wait to get into surgery, and she had to be on a liquid-only diet for 2 days.
That's not pretty.
Yeah, so this was kind of just one of those. Man, this was annoying to deal with. Yeah.
As
My
long
sister
as-
is feeling better.
That was what I was gonna ask you, man.
But just like, man, that whole process where I'm just kind of like waiting to get news or like, hey, is my sister okay?
Yeah, no, stuff like that is rough, man. And I'm glad your sister's doing better now.
I'm honestly surprised I didn't crash out on anyone at work.
Yeah, that would have been a little detrimental to your work environment.
Yeah, granted, I've had plenty of other reasons to almost crash out at people, but we'll save that for the next episode.
Exactly. Stay tuned.
But yeah, we managed to get a small suck. Other stuff that happened, the Switch 2 was revealed. Finally. I love how nonchalant Nintendo was with this. Like, they're like, yeah, you already knew about this. You all saw the leaks. Here it is. Fine, like, official reveal.
Exactly.
And they just casually reveal Mario Kart 9 in the most subtle way possible.
What characters do you expect are going to be in there? I mean, I know like the standard characters like Mario, Bowser, Luigi, Wario,
Peach, Daisy, Waluigi, Toad, Toadette, Donkey Kong.
I kind of suspect Tears of the Kingdom Link may be in it.
Yeah, maybe Tears of the Kingdom Link and
Maybe even potentially Zelda, but
I mean, Animal Crossing's also in there, so
that's true. Yeah,
maybe an ARMS character because they're from the same development team. Because
that's true.
Because all the EDP teams each have a different focus. And the EDP team that makes Mario Kart also does ARMS, so that'd be a good way to kind of get people interested in ARMS too whenever that inevitably comes back. I think it's kind of one of those they want to make it into a franchise. It just hadn't blown up in the same way Splatoon did.
I actually
Splatoon could be in there.
Okay, yeah, actually, yeah.
Maybe Samus.
Oh yeah, in a what was it, Metroid-looking bike.
Yeah,
And speaking of ARMS, though, I've never actually played, but I'm actually quite curious of.
I never played it either, but it was kind of one of those. When I heard it was decent, but it was kind of just one of those first installment type things. I said it didn't blow up the same way as Splatoon did,
Right.
but I think but Nintendo's trying because like they put one of the characters in Smash because it's the same development team as Mario Kart. They're probably gonna put her or one of the characters in Mario Kart 9.
Yeah.
That's a safe bet.
Maybe one episode we could actually play ARMS just for one episode.
Yeah.
Just to give our feel and take on it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, like just kind of one of those. Other popular favorites, probably Koopa Trooper because he's like in most of them.
Oh yeah, very much so. Dry Bones.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Dry Bones. I know my brother does.
Everyone loves Rosalina,
That's a good one.
so she's probably gonna be there because like I think we can call her a breakout character.
Okay. Oh, to define breakout character.
A breakout character is like a character that no one really expects to really be popular, and they end up being really popular.
Mm.
Some popular examples, Steve Harrington from Stranger Things,
Okay.
Toshiro Hitsuga from Bleach.
Alan Wake into Dead by Daylight.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, never mind.
Like I said, like they're characters that just no one expected to really be popular, hence why the breakout. Steve Urkel was a breakout character. He wasn't even the first few episodes of season 1 of Family Matters. It's just crazy because he's the most iconic character of that show.
Okay.
And that would give him that would also let him become the voice of Sonic for a long time too. But like I said, like yeah, it's like Steve Urkel was not a part of that show for a long time, which is again that's crazy to think about, right?
Yeah, that is crazy. Wow.
You know who else was one? Bugs Bunny. Because like you have to remember, like Warner Brothers, like with Looney Tunes, they had like different like one-off characters, and then when they introduced Bugs Bunny for one, he really took off. Could you imagine a world where Bugs Bunny is not popular?
That would be a very scary world to live in.
Yeah, and then like Porky Pig, I believe that's the pig's name, was also a breakout character for Looney Tunes as well. I think it's safe to say like Disney has Mickey, Donald, and Goofy.
Yeah.
I would say that's like the holy trinity.
The top three, yeah.
And I would say for like Looney Tunes, like that kind of close similarity would probably be Bugs Bunny, Daffy
Pig.
Duck, and Porky Pig.
Yeah.
Granted, like you have your other like really popular ones like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. That's probably like a separate entity, even though they're still in the same universe. But like
What about Yosemite Sam?
more of a Bugs Bunny character because they're all trying to hunt Bugs Bunny.
That's fair.
Same with Elmer Fudd.
What about what was it? Foghorn Leghorn. That's the big rooster.
I don't know, but I'm talking about like the general like popularity, like not to the same degree as like those three
Okay.
or even Wile E. Coyote. Because like again, like Wile E. Coyote is very popular, but it's kind of like more like it's kind of like a pseudo separate entity. And then like that kind of spun off into a separate idea, Ralph the Wolf. I don't remember what his counterpart's name is, but he's a sheepdog. The whole thing is like they kind of have a similar dynamic with Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
But the difference is For them, it's a job. Like it's like they both clock in and they do their job. So, you know, Ralph the Wolf's trying to get the sheep, and the sheepdog's trying to protect the sheep.
Yep.
But they're really just friends at the end of the day. It's just a job for them.
Just like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, a little different.
A little different, but same concept.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they became friends after a while, or at least in some films. Well, yeah, Looney Tunes, or rather, Tom and Jerry lore's weird.
It is very much so.
Like sometimes they talk, and most of the time they don't.
My favorite is like where Tom was what was it at one point just wooing and singing "Easy Ways or Easy Way, My Baby" with this one white furred cat. That's a fun episode.
Yeah. There's also like Tom playing the piano.
Oh yeah, being a zoot cat, if you will, in a zoot suit.
But yeah, but like I say, like just interesting, right? Like imagine a world without Bugs Bunny.
That would be again. That would be.
I mean that's technically what it is today because Warner Bros. Doesn't know what the fuck they want to do with Looney Tunes. Like they canceled the Wile E. Coyote movie, where John Cena was going to play the lawyer.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Wile E. Coyote sues Acme, the people who he gets all of the like explosives and stuff from,
Yeah.
because they always fail on him.
Yeah.
So he's suing them. Yeah, like that was the whole premise of the movie, and it's like that would have been fun.
That would be. Oh my God, Warner Brothers, what are you doing?
Bankruptcy
Oh, okay, yeah.
and taking off all their content off their platforms that we pay for.
Yikes.
So they took Infinity Train off of Max.
Oh.
Anyways, we can save that for a stupid things being stupid episode. But what were we even talking about to begin with this? I know what this episode's about, but I don't remember how we got to the whole point of breakout characters. I don't remember.
I have no idea either.
It was like Mario Kart.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
really?
Rosalina was a breakout character.
Yes.
But yeah, like you know, stuff that may or may not come back. They're probably not gonna. They may or may not bring back the Koopalings because they're easy to like model and spread out. What's the wizard Koopa's name?
Magic Koopa.
No, I think he has like an actual name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I believe he's
Like Lonnie Koopa? No.
something like that.
Something.
Here, but I believe he's Yoshi's nemesis, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, from Yoshi World. What was it? Well,
They're probably gonna bring back King Boo because that's Luigi's arch nemesis. And I think because of the whole like Bowsette thing leading to Boozette, I think they'd be dumb to not capitalize on that too.
Oh.
Not bring back like not bring them in specifically, but because Boozette made King Boo more popular, they probably might bring King Boo in just for that. Plus, also like how many like I don't think King Boo is in a lot of games. Now that I think about it,
No.
I think he's in Double Dash where he's paired with PD Piranha.
Mm-hmm.
PD Piranha. But yeah, and I know that Princess Peach finally had her game, so maybe they're bringing the antagonist for that one.
Yeah.
Finally start doing stuff with them. I don't know who Wario's arch nemesis is besides Mario, but like in the Wario Land games, like I don't know.
I don't know.
But if they do, that'd be a good way to bring back Mario Land. Oh, Wario Land, I should say.
Wario Land, yeah.
Nintendo has a lot of franchises, which makes and like a big chunk of them are just Mario subsets. But yeah,
Overall, bring them all. Even Bowsette and
and
Boozette.
hell, if you want to bring back Donkey Kong, because I know his anniversary was this past year or something,
Oh shoot, yeah.
but like, you know, even if you don't want to bring in the extended cast, at least bring back Diddy Kong.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know, make him like a
Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, what was it?
Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong, LL Cool Kong. Just kidding.
What's his name?
Yeah, the Funky Kong.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Funky Kong, but like, what's Donkey Kong's arch nemesis? The lizard dude guy.
Oh, King K. Rool.
Yeah, King K. Rool. Bring him in.
Bring him in. Bring them all in.
Him and Diddy Kong at least. You know.
Like, dude, fuck it, man. Make it a Smash Bros. Racing.
That's gonna take some time.
Oh, dang it.
Like, but I'm saying, especially because we're bringing in the non-Mario characters in too. But I'm saying, like, for like DK rep, Diddy Kong and King K. Rool at least.
Bring them all, man.
Like I said, like it'd be cool to bring them all.
Listen,
I know.
Nintendo, I know you
Actually-
do many great things,
wait.
so just please work on that.
But then they have to address the whole Donkey Kong Jr. thing if they start bringing them all in.
Oh, sure. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, Donkey Kong Jr. just kind of disappeared, and it's theorized that the current DK we have, like his father's Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah.
and Cranky Kong is the OG Donkey Kong from the old Donkey Kong arcade game.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the canon lore behind it.
That is a canon lore.
But it's just like, can you imagine bringing in Donkey Kong Jr. alongside current Donkey Kong?
Dude, like,
It'd be weird.
it looked like a mix between Cranky and current Donkey Kong. Like it's like dad bod what was it a Donkey Kong.
Yeah, but
That would be interesting to see. And he has a J on his shirt too.
yeah, again, you kind of see what I mean. So it's like it it'd be a weird thing to address.
It'll be a weird thing to address, but it'll be fun.
I don't know, but yeah, we should probably do a separate thing where we're just talking about the Switch 2,
Yeah.
what we hope to see from it.
Yes.
Because this is just us
Hope
talking
future
about
goals.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
All I hope is do not bring coins back. Like if they do it like every other game, they have coins, fine. But it's like I hate the coins sometimes because like they help you get more speed. And the Mario Kart games I'm used to do not have coins. 64 and DS don't have coins.
Oh my god, yeah.
So it's like maybe that's just selfish because that's what I'm used to. But like I don't know. Like sometimes they have coins, sometimes they don't.
I mean, like it's a mechanic they has to like bring in, like not they have to bring in, but more like they're trying something new, and I get it.
It's just one of those things they go back and forth with. It's just one of those like either set your mind like keep coins or don't have coins. But anyways,
You have a topic today.
yes we do. We all love food, right?
That is the key to anybody's heart
And life.
and life. We need food because you know what, we need to live.
Yeah. And a lot of food tastes good.
Very much so, indeed. Especially if you cook it right.
Yes. And different parts of the world have different types of food.
Yes,
So with that said, what kind of food did you grow up with?
that is a good question, and I definitely grew up with a lot of Hispanic dishes that my mom makes, like such as like the classic rice beans with chicken, ropa vieja, it's like this like stringy beef that has an amazing texture, and the broth of it tastes so well, especially if you add it into the rice and beans. Definitely love me some quesadillas. Let's see what else. What else? Definitely like my grandmother used to like help make tortillas. Bless her heart. And trying to think of like other recipes that my mom has made growing up.
Yeah, and just for like clarification for that, it's because you're Haitian, right?
I'm part Haitian, part Puerto Rican / Costa Rican, and and I have like few different pieces of region out there
From the Caribbean.
from the Caribbean, but also outside of the Caribbean too. Like part of our family has a little bit of Irish in us.
Yeah.
Some French.
Yeah, I mostly just bring this up for like distinction because we're both Hispanics, but we're different types of Hispanics. So
Yes.
the stuff you ate growing up is going to be different from what I ate growing up.
Right. Right.
Like I said, this is just to kind of make a distinction here.
All right then. So but yeah, continuing on. I remember my mom make plantain chips. She always likes to like.
I recently tried them. Great stuff.
It may not be a Mexican thing, but it's definitely a very delicious thing.
Yeah, it may be a Mexican thing. I just didn't grow up with that. You also have to remember Mexico is a big country,
Yes.
and like the U.S., it's a republic as well.
Right.
So there's different states, different like counties. So each like region, state has different things going on for it. That's why like the U.S. and India, there's no official national dish. There's a de facto one for like America and Mexico, and we'll talk about that in a moment because I have hot takes, but we'll get to that later. But
yeah.
so that's why, it's like it might be a thing in Mexico. It's just not really a thing with my particular family because I don't even know what state my family specifically comes from.
Yeah.
Plus, my grandfather, was raised in Arkansas, and my mom was raised down in the Rio Grande Valley. My grandpa eventually made his way to the Rio Grande Valley, but so it's like they could have come from different states in Mexico.
Right. And I can definitely say that it wasn't my parents, but it was mainly my grandparents who, from their respective countries outside of the U.S., they actually migrated over here, mainly around the Boston area, because that's where my parents grew up, and then eventually they made their way down to Florida, and that's when I was born. Then later on, my sister and brother, and then we migrated all the way over to Texas. Now we're here.
Yeah, I think the Florida thing, like, because Florida has a big Hispanic population.
Very much so.
Can't imagine why. It was former Spanish colony, but it was also nearby Cuba. So
Yes.
there's probably a lot of Cuban influences going on there as well.
Good cigars too, by the way.
I wouldn't know, but
Well,
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, so I think with like the Hispanic stuff, yours has like a bit more kind of like varieties,
Yeah.
whereas mine it's like very simple. But yeah, but what else kind of food did you grow up with?
So my mom had this recipe where she took mashed potatoes and filled it with ground beef. I don't know what the name of it was, but she was it baked it, and
Is that what I had the last time when I was here?
I believe so.
Super good.
And you had the plantains on the side as well. My God, that is amazing. That is on the on my mom's side of what she made, to my recollection. Whereas on my dad's side, whenever he cooks, he also included me into what was it, cooking with him, and what was it? We made like rice and beans together. And we also had like whatever meat that he had. Like we got the sauce. We made the sauce with the meat. We hold on. Naname has presented the mashed potato um, thing that my mom has made. Here, let me see if I could. Oh, it's called Puerto Rican papas rellenas.
Yeah, what I honest.
Rellenas. I will put a picture up right here. But yeah, so going back with my dad, him and I made like an assortment amount of meals, whether it is Haitian or non-Haitian meals. And one amazing thing that my dad likes to do with the rice and beans is that he would like to put in like obviously some good veggies, like green onions, regular onions, a bit of carrots and all that stuff. Sometimes he'll add chicken, but also he'll add beef kielbasa. That is some good shit right there, man. I believe you actually had some of that.
I probably have like I've been here a lot of times, so just which meals I have had, I don't remember all the time.
And my God, it is fan fucking tastic. Another meal that my dad and I have made, we have made what was it, Alfredo, fettuccine Alfredo together. And the way that my dad and I do it is that like we actually like get a huge pot. We put all the
I
cheese.
apologize for those who haven't eaten when they watch this. I should have warned you all in advance. Because are you starting to get hungry now too?
Yes, I am getting a little hungry, but also at the same time though, like food is food.
Yeah.
It makes us happy.
It
makes
does. It's fun. That's why we did a whole candy thing that we regretted halfway through. But you know, it's not even out yet by the time you all watch this one.
No, it's gonna be one of those bonus episodes that you're probably gonna be up on Patreon or something like that.
Because of logistical bullshit that
Yes.
happened. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, we actually just like get the heavy whipping cream, add all the cheeses that we had, like pecorino, what was it, Asiago, Asiago Romano, all the awesome fancy cheeses that you get at the what was it,
World Market.
World Market,
Central Market.
Central Market, sometimes HEB because HEB has some of that stuff.
Whole Foods,
Whole
Trader
Foods.
Joe's, Aldi.
All the great stuff, man. And later on, we just add the what was it, the pasta that we put in there, and we even handcrafted garlic bread. That is some amazing right there, man. But that is like the main basis of like of the meals that my family and I have made. Oh, even I almost forgot to mention during Thanksgiving, my dad always loves to like handle the turkey, and whenever he handles the turkey, it always comes out very, very. My God, it's so delicious. Like very tender, like very flavorful. He even uses a sauce that he got from the turkey, places it into the rice as well, and makes a separate sauce on its own. Delicious. But yeah, no, that's all the food that my family and I we make. Also from the ethnic side as well as
This the modern like the American staples.
the American staples. Yeah,
Yeah, because we're gonna have to have a separate discussion here for Italian food,
yeah.
and there's plenty of reasons for that, but we'll get to it. So I guess it's my turn now. Huh?
It is your turn to talk about food.
So as I've already alluded to, I'm Mexican, so a lot of Mexican staples I grew up with, especially Tex-Mex. I guess I should get the hot take out of the way. So what dish do you typically associate with Mexico, or like what types of dish?
Let's see. Definitely like whatchamacallit. No, because tacos is more of an Americanized thing, isn't it?
Now tacos come from Mexico.
Okay, okay.
They're just the most popular form of Mexican food here in the states.
Okay, so what I'm thinking of was Taco Bell as an Americanized thing.
Yeah, it is, but you know, like there's three types of dishes. There's there's chili dishes where you put stuff in a chili,
Yes.
and the one that's typically considered to be like a pseudo Mexican national dish is chile en nogada. I was telling you about it last time, and when your mom overheard me talking about it, she was like, "The fuck is this?" Because chile en nogada is basically playing off the whole Mexican flag colors: red, white, and green.
Mm.
You know, the chili, the poblano chili being green, and it has picadillo in it, so it's like and picadillo is not always meat and potatoes. It can be like meat and anything else. Whereas the one that I tried for an assignment had like carne, papas, and it had raisins for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, like
I don't know why, because I looked it up, and I don't think that's a common thing with everything, but that's probably just what that restaurant did. Then it has like a white cream sauce on top, which that stuff was pretty good from if memory recalls. And then as garnish
Okay, okay.
for your fresh up, put pomegranate seeds on it. Kind of like like some dishes use like onion as garnish.
Yes.
Similar thing, like you don't necessarily have to eat it, though you can. It's just kind of one of those like, again, red, white, green. I don't know.
I get the concept with the colors, but I don't get the concept with the pomegranate.
I don't
the
like.
raisins.
I don't like. Yeah, like I said, the raisins probably just one of those, just that restaurant type deal.
Okay, yeah.
But the pomegranate seeds is just, again, it's just like a tradition thing because it's often made in the season pomegranates are made, and it's often eaten during September. You know, 16 de Septiembre, Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah. What's
Yes.
that noise?
That sounds like a Alexa or
I
something.
don't know what that was because I don't have anything like that.
Yeah, and I have an Alexa dot, but she's been disconnected.
They're spying on us. But
Run!
the pomegranate seeds, because remember how I said the sauce they put on it is kind of like a white creamy sauce?
Yeah.
It probably pairs well with that.
Mm.
But because I don't like pomegranates, it doesn't appeal to me in that way. I don't know. Mexicans who have had this dish and like it, tell me what you think about it.
Help us understand why.
Yeah. But the dish that a lot of people would consider to be Mexico's de facto dish is mole poblano. But a lot of people just call it mole.
Yeah, mole.
Mole is a variety of sauces, and poblano is just this particular one. It's a sauce that's made up of a bunch of ingredients, like chilies, chocolate, nuts,
Yeah.
kind of create it. I do not like it. And I know all of the deceased Mexicans in this world are rolling in their graves the minute I said that, including my ancestors. I remember trying it and I liked it, and I don't know what happened, but I cannot stand that dish.
Well, I was gonna actually say, since you said and mentioned the Mexican mole, I actually, what was it? I've actually had Bones Coffee, and for those who have not had Bones Coffee, please, I'd recommend trying it. But there was this Halloween edition with Sally. Sally? Yeah, Sally, and she actually had the chocolate mole coffee. Surprisingly good. Fantastically amazing. I thought it was like Mexican chocolate, but it was actually mole.
So even had the chilies in it.
Yeah, it had a little bit of the chilies into it.
Okay.
It's like a nice, tiny, spicy chocolate drink.
Yeah. Now imagine putting that on chicken.
No.
Because I don't like the taste of the sauce itself. Now, granted, you should try it for yourself.
Okay.
It's not as sweet as you think it is, but it is kind of it's a unique taste. Like there's no other way to describe it. Like you just have to try it for yourself. Like mole poblano is a unique taste. That's what I can say about it. To be fair.
Very well, very well.
But I grew up with because I'm coming from a poor family from one of the poorest counties in the country. A lot of stuff that we eat is just kind of like scraps, quote unquote, like migas, like arroz con pollo, fideo.
Hey, arroz con pollo. It's definitely not scraps.
Depends how you make it, but what I mean is kind of like like the really really cheap simple stuff you can make. Like we just have to eat a lot of that just because it's just what we can afford.
Right.
Conchas, picadillo, just like very simple stuff, just is what we can afford. And then some like the American dishes are like widely considered American dishes, like like spaghetti bolognese, burgers, It's just stuff like, yeah, that's what we could afford. Like we had a lot of fast food because it's what we could afford. And so,
Speaking of burgers.
well, hold on,
Okay, okay.
because I haven't talked about enchiladas yet.
Okay, okay. Now you're speaking. You're speaking my Hispanic language.
Enchiladas, man.
Some good
My
shit.
the two types I like are the Tex-Mex gravy kinds
Mm.
and salsa verdes enchiladas.
Oh,
Those
yes,
are my
um,
go-to.
I love the salsa verde.
You know, I've had like the chipotle kind. I don't like. I don't like it that much. But and I've even had like the type where you use like chili. It's all right, but it's not as good as the previous you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I used to hate enchiladas for a long time because I went to a restaurant that had bad enchiladas and then it made me sick afterwards.
Mm.
So for like years, I like stayed away from it. So I had to go. So do you want to know which restaurant made me love enchiladas again?
Which one?
Herbert's.
And
Which
that's
I've taken you there before.
indeed. Wait, hold on. Something doesn't feel right.
You just noticed this.
Hold on. I knew there was something missing.
We went through half the episode and you hadn't even noticed. All right, all right,
I felt like I was prepared, but I wasn't prepared. At least 100%.
all right. But yeah, like Herbert's, man.
That is some good shit right there.
San Marcos.
San Marcos.
I took him there because like I kept talking about it. The pictures look good, but when you finally had it, right?
Some good shit right there.
And
And
he still remembers how it tastes.
oh yes, very much so.
I remember before my friend started his enlistment with the Navy, we took my best friend there, and even he was like, "Oh man, it's good." Like we even took a picture with him like scraping the sauce off the plate because it was that good.
Wow.
Like it is genuinely that good. Like other stuff I like, like I was talking about like the cheap stuff, but also like chalupas, good stuff. But but in the valley, because it's poor counties, but because it's border territory with Mexico, there's a lot of good Mexican restaurants down there. But one of my favorite things to eat as a child, tamales. I'm genuinely surprised with how good the HEB ones are. Genuinely surprised.
Okay.
But the stuff I had grown up like when we had tamales, it was a special occasion. Just good stuff.
Okay.
Like as far as Thanksgiving, it was my grandma who always made the stuff, and it was always good.
Yeah, yeah.
But when we moved up to Austin, it was my now stepdad who was making the turkey. He's got some good ass turkey this past year, because I know this past year your dad fried the turkey.
Yeah, he deep fried the turkey.
This year, my stepdad smoked the turkey. It was good.
I remember when my dad smoked the turkey.
It's always fun to see the creative ways we make the Thanksgiving food.
Oh my god, yes.
Especially because Thanksgiving food can sometimes get pretty predictable, but when you mix it up, sometimes it's like, man. So we finished talking about the ethnic foods we grew up with.
Yes.
You're talking about burgers. Let's talk about the American staples here.
Yeah, let's talk about the American staples, even though it did not originate from America.
Like
But
most-
it's still delicious.
Well, like this typical American spaghetti is an American creation, which is made by Italian Americans.
Mm.
Or chicken, I know you don't like it, but it's an American dish, just made by Chinese Americans. The hamburger is disputed whether it comes from the US or Germany, but the name hamburger comes from Hamburg, Germany,
Indeed.
because there were citizens that came from there.
Yes.
Again, disputed who was the first hamburger, but still, burgers.
Burgers are
You want to
delicious.
talk about a comfort food that just almost never gets old?
Yeah,
Burgers.
burgers.
Like, if I had a tier list, it would be my definitive American pick, just because, I don't know, man, burgers.
Burgers are just like number one.
But I don't know about number one for me, but it's like, it's all reliable.
It's definitely reliable.
Like, I mean, even Mexican restaurants that have them there for the picky people still make good burgers. Herbert's has a burger, and it's pretty good, but just,
I never had it.
well, yeah, why would you?
Yeah,
Because I had it when I had that time where I just could not stand Mexican food because of trauma.
right.
So I can tell you it's good, but yeah, when you go to a Herbert's, why do you want to get the burger?
Yeah. Like you went to a Mexican restaurant just to get a burger? No.
Yeah, like there's plenty of other places in San Marcos to get a good burger, but
But I will tell you a good burger place actually called the Incredible Burger, and true to its name,
it is incredible.
It is incredible.
I don't know, man. I'm a little biased towards Mighty Fine, but neither here nor there.
Oh, I never said like Mighty Fine was bad or anything.
I'm just saying, like, that's just my preferred burger.
No, okay, then, then that's fair. That's fair.
Like, I don't know, man. I've lived in Austin for a long time, so
So let me describe Incredible Burger. So you have your classic staples upon your burger, like the meat, lettuce, tomatoes, all that good stuff. But it also has like that spicy sauce that you place on the bun.
it's one of the few places where you can actually get beef bacon too.
Oh my god, yes, beef bacon on the burger.
Do you want to elaborate this point real quick?
Elaborate exactly what.
that you don't eat pork.
Yeah, I don't import.
Yeah, yeah, because like so sometimes finding places for him to eat is hard, but I try. I try.
Yeah, man. What was it? I just something just don't eat pork. Like it's
It
just
is what
not,
it is.
it's not for me, man.
Yeah, but
But yeah, man. Like the beef bacon on that burger just like cranks things up. Plus, the fries on the side is like
they were good.
they were definitely good, man. Like it was like almost like it was both savory but also at the same time it's like I'm not saying it was sweet. It's just more
Yeah,
like
say I like.
like
They
it
weren't
definitely
sweet.
they weren't sweet. It was savory but like had like this I don't know like Hispanic spice into it. Not Hispanic.
Like a spice.
It was like a spicy seasoning on top of it. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
It was fucking
And I took you to Grins. Those burgers are pretty good.
yes, indeed.
Yeah.
You mentioned Mighty Fine earlier. Talk a little bit about that.
Mighty fine. It's a fast food burger, but it's like I would say like when like the tier of Five Guys Fat Burger, that same tier. That's what we're talking about. Same similar quality, better pricing. And I don't know, man. Those burgers are just so good. Like
Oh, they are.
you can either get the quarter pounder or the half pounder. It's juicy. It's thick. I know you don't like pickles, but remember back in the day they used to crinkle cut because like the same way that they would crinkle cut the fries,
Yes.
they would crinkle cut the pickles. Like I said, I know you don't like it, but like it creates a different texture. It is pretty good if you like pickles, but like I said, like and also their shakes.
Oh my God, yes.
And you've had their fries before.
Oh yes, their fries are amazing.
That they are.
Speaking of burgers and fries and shake, have you ever done this thing at Wendy's where you take your fries, take your frosty, and just dip it and eat it?
Yeah, I've done it outside Wendy's, but yeah,
That's awesome, man. Like I remember doing that back.
I've heard so many people complain about it because they're like, it's gonna ruin the shake. It doesn't.
It never did.
Like they think it's salty. It's like no, it's not.
No.
I'm literally gonna go one of these days to just do that to someone and tell them it's like it's good, right? Yeah, I dipped the fry in it. It didn't change a single fucking thing.
And you know what? This is one of those things where my rule is allowed to be broken because I normally don't like the sweet and savory. In this case, like just dipping the salty fry into the
I'm
sweet
honestly
shake.
surprised you do like that because of
It's a weird fixation that
Cause I know you also do like your ketchup on fries sometimes.
I do that from time to time. Yeah,
Yeah, it's another one of your rare exceptions.
that's my rare exceptions. But like I rarely have fries with ketchup, but it's still delicious.
Yeah, but yeah, so but Italian food we kind of alluded. Actually, no, barbecue before Italian food.
Yes.
Man, I have a soft spot for Texas barbecue. Man, I know a lot of people clown on it because of barbecue sauce, but I don't know, man. Have you tried good barbecue?
Yes. What was it? Not just homemade barbecue, but also at the same time from Rudy's as well as Terry Black's.
Yeah, I know those places are more on like the fast food side of barbecue, so it's like so the quality's not going to be as good as some other places. But
You'd be surprised with Terry Black's because like that's not a fast food joint, but damn, that is a they have great brisket, my friend.
yeah,
So damn good.
probably just thinking of Black's barbecue. Probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But like I said, like I don't know, man. Texas barbecue it's a place in my heart. Like I said, like a lot of people just clown on it because of the overuse of barbecue sauce. Where it's just like you can also just not eat it with barbecue sauce, people.
Exactly. Yeah. Like just ask.
I know this is like a southern thing where every state gets competitive. I saw this one guy who was like who insulted Texas barbecue. I'm like, fine, whatever. You're not from Texas, but he dissed chili. I'm like, what the fuck you just say?
Oh hell no.
Okay,
Listen, I barely eat chili, but you never diss, especially Texas. You never diss.
especially and I commented on this
Chilies.
video, man. I said, man, the chili queens be rolling in their graves, and then he said that it's almost like Texas is a big important reason for why chili is popular in this fucking country. It's like the fuck you just say to me. Like I said, like I can forgive the the Texas barbecue comic because just every single fucking state clowns on it. It's just one of those fine whatever. It's the same joke I've heard many times before. The chili, not that part offended me. You know what? A lot of the people in the comment section were thinking the same way. It's like they're willing to overlook the barbecue thing just because we're used to hearing it. But the
As
the
soon as
chili
you said
thing,
the chili thing.
that's when people got offended in that
Oh.
comment section.
Oh, listen,
And this guy's funny. Don't get me wrong. He's just one of those. Yeah, you had a really bad take here.
that was a very bad take. And overall, like when it comes to chili as well as barbecue, I think Texas is number one in that. Personal belief.
I appreciate that you think that, man.
Yeah, man. Like, listen, like you guys throw down, and you throw down the most serious way possible. The seasonings, the what was it, the juiciness, all that stuff. You guys are number one. That is my personal belief.
But we're on the same page.
Coming from a Floridian, that's my take.
Yeah, because I hear like a lot of people like come from other states to try it. Like I remember Michael where you said he wasn't impressed, but he also went to Houston, which isn't known for the best barbecue in the world. A lot of people were like, bro, like they're like, bro, you had it in Houston,
You have Houston.
but I don't know. Like I haven't been to Houston that much, so I can't really say for sure. But it's kind of one of those like certain regions, like Central Texas and probably like the Dallas area. For a lot of chains start in that area.
Yeah.
Probably had better barbecue, but it's just one of those like yeah, it's just kind of up in the air type deals.
Yeah.
Like you can find a lot of decent fast food barbecue, like Bill Miller's, Blacks, Rudy's, like Smoky Moe's.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like yeah, like you could find decently affordable quality, maybe not quality, but decently affordable barbecue. Just quality just depends.
Depends on the eye of the beholder, or in
Yeah.
this case, the mouth of the beholder / taster.
And my go-to thing for barbecue, brisket.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you don't eat I know you don't eat sausages because it's pork, but
Right.
I do like sausage. I like the chicken, and these Brits even said this one thing that they agreed with. You know your barbecue place is really good when the smoked turkey's good. Like if they fuck up the turkey, then it probably means their like brisket's not as good as it can be. Because if you put that much effort into your like secondary focus, then your primary is gonna be good. Just an opinion. Like it's true though. Like
Yes.
if your barbecue place has good smoked turkey,
Yes.
your brisket's gonna
Oh,
be
Oh my God! Yes.
immensely better.
100% agreed. Come by to Texas and try our barbecue.
Try a barbecue. Give it an actual shot. If you don't care if you're gonna clown the barbecue sauce, get it without barbecue sauce.
Exactly.
Like,
and this
I
is
even-
coming from a Floridian. Texas.
And you haven't
barbecue,
even been to
number one.
Lockhart.
I've never been to Lockhart.
Yeah, the barbecue capital of the state. One of the most well-known barbecue places there doesn't use barbecue sauce. Like I don't think they have it in their single restaurant at all.
Wow.
And yeah, they consider some of the best in the state.
Lockhart's. All right then. That's
We need to make a trip
Let's make a trip.
to try all the barbecue joints in Lockhart.
Yes.
Italian food.
Let's try it. Let's talk Italian.
You know, I think if we were to break down the ethnic demographics of this country, it's Anglos, Hispanics, Germans.
Okay.
You know, we kind of touched on it with like like sausages and burgers. Underneath there's probably Italian, Irish, and Scottish. I don't know what the order is, but it's probably where I'd put it.
Yes.
There's a lot of Italian food in this country because like man, the food there is good. I remember for a few years we actually went there for Thanksgiving. Really good turkey and like staples, but you also get 2 pasta dishes too.
Ah, yes, yes.
Like man, I love Italian food because like it's kind of one of those things I realized like hey, I like a lot of pastas. I love pizza.
Yes, yes.
So it's just like that's why like in my mind I would say Italian food's probably my favorite like group of dishes. Texas barbecue would be underneath. Mexican, because like Mexican I like it's close to my heart, but it's like also something I'm just very used to. Whereas like Italian and barbecue are more like special meals for me.
Oh yes, very much so. But I actually, what was it? I'm glad you mentioned Italian. The next time that my uncle, who is Italian, is back here, you have to try his Italian pizza and his Italian pasta.
Oh, okay. The Neapolitan style pizza.
I know creams on that. So like, it's hard for me to describe it.
It's just good.
It's just damn good.
Is it stone baked too?
Stomach, yes.
Man,
Uncle Joey, if you're watching this, and I know you will be watching this at some point, you know that I'm giving you a lot of praise on this. So the next time you're down here, I know you won't disappoint. That's how much confidence I have in you.
and it'd be nice to meet you.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be nice to meet him.
So let's talk about another section because you don't have as much experience with this as I do, and even then, I'm fairly a beginner with this stuff.
Okay.
The variety of Asian dishes.
Okay. Yeah.
I know you have your beef with Chinese
Bruh.
food. I think there's a dish that you should try. It's got a little bit of sweetness in it, but it's like depending on where you get it, it can be fairly savory. So General Soap, show you a picture here. It's a tempura style chicken dish, kind of like orange chicken, but it's like a very different sauce. I would say whenever I take you to the Fireball, like I'll order that for myself. You can try a tempura chicken piece, and if you like it, fine. If you didn't like it, well, it was my dish. So
Yeah, exactly. But I have one correction to say. Yes, like I barely tried. What was it? As of now, like I've actually tried a good chunk of like at least a small chunk of Asian dishes. But beforehand, the reason why I was just not into Asian dishes was either because like they had certain things in like the rice, or like what was it? I was just not getting it from a good restaurant, like the classic. But it's just more of a classic Americanized
Yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah, because you have to remember, like, China is a big fucking country.
Oh yes, very much so.
So kind of like similar thing we were talking about with America and Mexico.
Yeah.
You have different like provinces, territory, states like that kind of just have different varieties. Plus over the years, China has annexed countries.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to go into that, but so there's a lot of different varieties there.
The one thing that I'll have to, what was it? The only one request that I have to say is this: do not let me go into Panda Express, even if it's an emergency. We are not doing that.
Fair enough.
Agreed.
Like Panic Express is something I have from time to time. That's if I like, have a weird craving for it. Because like I go to other places for Chinese American food,
Right.
China Cafe, Four Seasons, Fireball. Like there's so much better options than Panda Express, and they don't even have a general store anymore. So
Yeah.
I have less reasons to go there. It's literally because I'm craving specifically from Panda Express
But moving outside from Panda Express
or China.
or China, what I will say though is that you have taken me to a Vietnamese
Well, Vietnamese.
pho place, and I like pho.
Pho.
Pho. I keep on saying pho because of fanatic instead of fanatic.
Yeah, I get it.
But I absolutely love it. It's like pretty much you have like rice noodles, you have some veggies in it, and you have like a choice of beef, chicken, and like pork. But I don't do pork. But what was it? I've had the chicken, I've had the beef, both phenomenally delicious. I love it. I love pho. Pho.
Yeah, it's very nice in the winter time.
Mm.
It's like warms you up. That broth is just good.
Yeah.
And it's also refreshing too at the same time. So
Yes.
you can enjoy it in the summer too. It's just extra better in the winter.
I very much agree.
Yeah, I kind of have the similar thing with like ramen, for it's like mostly like especially good in the winter, but it doesn't have that same refreshing feel.
Yeah.
When you tried ramen, unfortunately, most of what they had is pork bone, so it's like it's gonna be a little trickier for me to get you with ramen. Plus, like they're mostly a pork bone place, and you have the chicken broth, so it's not their specialty.
Yeah.
It's which fair. Like I have to just do better research on that, so that's my failing on you.
And I don't blame you on that one. Like you're doing your best with it, and I very much appreciate it, man.
Yeah, because I didn't expect that broth to have a hint of sweetness in it, but
I was like,
it might have been one of the other ingredients that probably did that.
probably like bamboo or something like that.
Maybe it might have been the bamboo.
Yeah, because like when I've tried the bamboo, it kind of had that sweetness to it. And I was like, nah.
Yeah, bamboo is kind of one of those you either like it or you don't. It feels I don't mind it, so I'm kind of one of those strange in betweeners, but I kind of get it.
But I did my very best just to finish the entire meal, and you know what? You could definitely give me credit on that.
I'll give you credit for that.
Yeah.
But like ramen, like there's a lot of staples that people think are Chinese, but they're actually Japanese.
Yes.
Like tonkatsu, sushi, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
With sushi, I get why people don't like it. You kind of have to like try certain things. Like, not a lot of it's raw fish. Some of it's actually cooked fish. But
And with me though, like it doesn't hit well with me.
I get it. I was the same way for a long time. It's like I tried like the caterpillar roll.
Especially the seaweed too. Like even the seaweed, it was not hitting it.
I'd say try a caterpillar roll. Like it has seaweed, but it's like it has like
minute.
it's minute. It has the rice around it, and it's got the avocado topping on it.
Okay.
And it has imitation crab in the middle. So you honestly don't taste the seaweed that much. But like I said, if you don't try it, I don't blame you.
Okay.
For a lot of people, raw fish is just something you have to kind of get over in your mind.
Yeah.
I gave it a first shot with the caterpillar roll. I was like, okay, I can fuck with this. But other stuff, I have taken you to try Indian food.
Yeah.
And you did like it.
Yeah.
You had chicken biryani.
Yeah. Actually, I did. It was a nice rice bowl with some chicken. Very, very spicy, and I don't mean like in the spice of like hot. I mean spicy and like it has so much spice into
Spices.
Spices, yes.
Yeah, it definitely cleared our sinuses. That's for sure.
Indeed.
And I had like the chicken tikka masala. Mostly when I have curry, I go for butter chicken. And these days, korma as well, because korma's good. It's good. But
don't forget, like mention the naan.
yes, naan, especially garlic naan.
Oh yes.
I need to take you to Teji's, probably my preferred Indian place these days.
Yeah.
I need to take you to Rock and Grill. Also has good stuff, and then Biryani Pot over on like the Wells Branch side of Austin.
Mhm.
Like there's a decent chunk of Indian food if you know where to look. So I got to take you there. I know a lot of people can't tolerate it because of the saffron. I get it. If you don't like saffron,
Saffron's actually not bad.
I know. Like my best friend just hates Indian stuff.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna get into that. His wife does, so that's just one of those differences with them. It's just funny when I actually met up with him and we went to go eat at Mighty Fine. His wife was actually in the parking lot driving to the Indian place I took you to. That's just what was funny. I was like, so we literally went over there. It's like, hey, what's up? To his own wife. Yeah, they're in Waco now, but and one of the cuisines I haven't had you try yet is Thai food. Not a lot of it's sweet,
Okay.
like for like standard dishes. A lot of it's spicy.
Yeah.
I remember it was like this Malaysian person saying like it's spicy, and the Thai person's like no, it's medium. They eat it, and then like it's hot because like Thai spice is on another level, man.
Yeah. Like
I know Indian can get that way too,
Never
especially,
underestimate
especially if you try like vindaloo. My stepdad's like he's like no, I can handle spice. He had the Indian vindaloo. He got kicked in the ass with that one. But like Thai food, I hear it's just on another level. Like I can usually only do like a 2 out of 5. So as far as like as far as American cuisine. And Thailand, different case.
oh my god, yeah.
Be one of those adjustments. But I typically like to go for pad see ew or drunken noodles. I do like pad thai. Again, some places make it really freaking sweet, like HEB, and I don't understand why. But I don't know. A lot of times, I just want a savory dish. I don't mind sweet and savory. It took a long time for me to even like orange chicken, but it's just kind of one of those like. Generally, I do prefer a savory dish. You know, like I need to start trying Thai curries, but I need to take you to a good Indian restaurant. If we ever go to San Antonio, other than J. Anthony's, which has really good fried fish,
Okay.
Thai D is a really good Thai place down there. I took my friend there, and then like a few months ago, he was asking, "Hey, what was the Thai place you took me to?" Because he was taking his family there,
Yeah.
so he loved it.
And speaking of fish, this is with Queen Panala and I. Whenever
Port
we
Aransas?
go to Port Aransas, I always like getting fish there, fish as well as calamari
Yeah,
there.
because locally caught.
Yeah, it's locally caught. And there's and the few restaurants that we go to is like Moby Dick's, Virginia's, what was it, Lilo's. Those are the like awesome, amazing restaurants that we go over there. Let's see. Yeah, over at Virginia's, like I always get their fish special and like I have it in a sandwich, add some avocados and Tabasco sauce, a little bit of cheese on it. Delicious.
Sounds good.
It is. And it has some fries on the side. What was it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I know fish is kind of one of those you either like it or you don't type deals, but like I think we just grew up with like fish.
Yeah. For me though, like when it comes to fish, I prefer like the locally caught
Understandable.
fish, and not like what was it like your
The stuff you find in the freezer.
yeah stuff that you find in the freezer. I'm just like no,
I
that's
don't know, for me, it's just kind of one of those. You ate what you were given.
ain't what you're given. Yeah, that very much so. That's
I
fine.
think we can agree Long John Silver's isn't great. Sometimes I do crave it, and then by the end of it, I'm like, why was I craving this? Because like it's so oily.
Yeah, and for me though, like the only thing I really liked about the Long John Silver's was their fries.
Their fries are pretty good.
Their fries are pretty good.
Why would you go to a restaurant just for the fries?
Exactly.
I have the same thing with Pete Terry's. Like their fries were good, but I did not care for that burger.
Yeah, I mean, really?
I don't know. I heard the one I went to was the worst one, but it was like still, it was just kind of one of those like, wow, for all this hype, I was disappointed.
Honestly, their burgers were really good, at least in my opinion.
I'm like I said, from what I heard, I went to the worst one. It tasted like a Wendy's burger. So, like I said, I'll probably maybe for an episode in the future we try an actual good pizzeria and we'll see if
I know.
changes.
I know exactly where a good pizzeria is.
Okay, we'll put a pin on that one.
We'll put in that one. But I did mention what was it, Queen Panama. So I want to save this section best for last, at least for me talking about food. So her family loves making what was it, carne quesada, and that is the most amazing stuff they ever made, along with like
It's surprising to hear.
along-
The Mexicans surprising to hear.
and another what was it, another dish that they have made, or at least Queen Panala's dad had made for me, was collard greens, and that's some good shit right there, man.
That's one of those things I surprisingly haven't tried being a southern kid, but I don't know, just haven't. Then again, I didn't like vegetables growing up.
Well, in this case, like this was both savory as well as like it has a nice hot spiciness to it that cleared me, especially during what was it,
You were sick.
not while I was sick, but more like allergies were kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Another good one, and this is actually with Queen Panal and myself. We made some badass grilled cheese, and here's why I say it's badass grilled cheese. we have taken HEB's what was it? Rosemary sourdough bread. We added chunks of tomatoes, obviously some cheeses, of course, and had some spinach, a few of the savory stuff onto it.
Did you put any meat in it?
Yeah, we put some meat into it, like some of the carne quesada.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said it was badass.
Okay.
And yes,
The next time I meet up with her, I need to ask her where the carne asada came from.
So all I gotta say is that Queen Penal and her family, much like my family, they make some badass meals, man.
You know what surprised we didn't talk about?
What did we not talk about?
Well, or at least what I didn't talk about.
What did you not talk about?
The winter Mexican comfort dish, menudo.
You know what? Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't mention this. I used to not like menudo growing up, but I could never get past the smell of it. So once I finally gave it like a shot, I was like, oh my god, the fuck was I gonna say? Like, I went 24 years not eating menudo
Right.
because I couldn't get past the smell, and I regret that. We also had like pozole, which is very similar, but it has like a green broth instead of instead of the red. Pretty good. But I also didn't talk about birria.
Media. Okay, yeah. Educate me on media.
So birria is a type of barbacoa. Traditionally, it's made from goat meat.
Ah, barbacoa.
Yeah. And it has like different spices, so it has like the kind of like reddish like broth type of thing going on.
Yeah.
You know, and then a lot of people like, get that and they dip it in consomme, which is like a type of like reddish, like brothy sauce. Very good. Like, I don't know, birria is kind of one of those like it originally just blew up everywhere, at least in my section. Very recently, like, we're Mexican, so we had birria a bit more often. Same with barbacoa. Like I said, it's a type of barbacoa. So the American birria is very different from traditional. Like I said, goat means what it's traditionally made out of. Whereas birria here in the States is kind of more like the specific type of beef barbacoa with the reddish sauce.
And isn't the American barbacoa is that's just like beef cheek, right?
Yes, or it's like our head meat.
Head meat. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of like classic now expensive Mexican stuff were originally scraps because like oxtail, like the menudo is made from beef intestine.
Yes, that I remember, and that's why you didn't like the smell too.
Yeah, but just what it is, but really because like birria has like now some like ethnic hybrids like birria ramen where they have the consomme broth and like the birria meat and birria pizza, which people say is more like a calzone.
Ha!
But it's good.
I got it. I just got it.
Yeah, because of how it looks.
Yeah.
And they dip it in the consomme and they're like, ooh, I don't know, birria. I need to find a good birria that has like birria ramen.
Right.
And then we can also, and they typically also have birria pizza, so it's like all of us just have like a birria day where we just like try it and like, oof, sounds good. And it's really too, because like I was not expecting to discover that there was Mexican Korean hybrids. Where instead of like traditional Mexican stuff, they have like beef belogi, and instead of like cabbage, they use kimchi, which is fermented cabbage.
Okay, sure.
Like it's just weird to kind of see like how far Mexican food has really come. Astronauts use tortillas because it makes things easy to eat.
Yeah.
Because burritos are just efficient.
Yeah, exactly. They are efficient.
But
food is delicious.
Who else is hungry?
I am very hungry. You know what, let's just end this episode right now and grab some food.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right then.
Oh, I'm glad it was the seat and not your elbow, but still.
Oh, hey, this place open.
Sure.
All right, let's get out.